Introduction to Electricity. In this lecture you will learn about basics of electricity, that how electricity is generated and electrical circuit with its parameters. Main objective of the course is to develop skills which are required to become an electricity technician. Atoms are the basic building block of ordinary matter. Atoms can join together to form molecules which in turn form most of the objects around you. Atoms are composed of particles called protons, electrons, neutrons. Protons carry a positive electrical charge, electrons carry a negative electrical charge, and neutrons carry no electrical charge at all. The protons and neutrons clusters together in the central part of the atom called the nucleus, and the electrons orbit the nucleus. Now, let us understand the meaning of electric charge, which is the physical property of matter that causes it to experience a force when placed in an electromagnetic field. There are two types of electric charges, one is positive and negative. Positively charged substances are repelled from other positively charged substances, but attracted to negative charged substance. Negatively charged substances are repelled from negative and attracted to positive. What is electricity? After going through some basic definition, now learn the meaning of electricity. Electricity refers to the flowing motion of electrical energy. Thus, electricity means the flow of electrons and the flowing motion of electric charge. It also means the electric potential or E field. Electric charge is the physical property of matter that causes it to experience a force when placed in an electromagnetic field. Current is a flow of electric charge that carries usually electron or electron deficient atom. Current is the amount of charge flowing per second and is given the unit. What is a matter? Matter is a substance that has occupied physical space. According to modern physics, matter consists of various types of particles, each with mass and size. Matter can be broken down into conductor, semiconductor, and insulator. Conductors are generally substances which have the property to pass different types of energy. Insulator possess no free charge that carries, thus are non-conductive. Semiconductors are solids whose conductivity lies between the conductivity of conductors and insulators. An electric circuit is a path in which electrons from a voltage or current source flow. You can see the diagram in which electric current flow in a closed path called an electric circuit. The point where those electrons enter an electrical circuit is called the source of electrons. Now, let us have a look at different types of electrical circuits. Basically, they are of three types known as series circuit, parallel circuit, and the combination of series and parallel circuits. Let us study them in detail. What is series circuit? A circuit composed of components connected in series is known as series circuit. These components are resistor, capacitor, inductor, voltage source, etc. The current in a series circuit goes through every component in the circuit. Therefore, all of the components in a series connection carry the same current. There is only one path in a series circuit in which the current can flow. You can see different components of a circuit with their respective symbol used in circuit formulations. What is parallel circuit? In two or more components are connected in parallel, they have the same potential differences across their ends. The potential differences across the components are the same in magnitude and they also have identical polarities. The same voltage is applicable to all circuit components connected in parallel. You can see the simplest circuit has a power source, here a battery, a wire running from the hot side to a load, then a wire from the load back to the power sources. Voltage. Voltage is the electric potential differences between 2 points or the difference in electrical potential energy of a unit charge transported between 2 points. In other words, we can say that voltage is electric potential energy per unit charge measured in joules per coulomb. Now to measure voltage or potential difference, a voltmeter is used. Voltmeter must be connected across the component as you can see the symbol of voltage. Resistors. A resistor is an electrical component that limits or regulates the flow of electrical current in an electronic circuit. Resistor can also be used to provide a specific voltage for an active device such as transistor. Varying resistance. It is also known as a rheostat. It is the relationship between the length of the material and resistance allow us to make a variable resistor, as you can see the diagram of the variable resistor. Thus, in variable resistor, if the slider is moved in the direction that is A to B, the resistance will increase because the length of wire through which the current passes increases. What are the uses of variable resistors? They are used for volume and gain control as well as variety of other application. Preset variable or potentiometers are also used in circuit that need a small adjustment to be made to set the circuit up after manufacture. How to measure resistance? OHM meter is a device used to measure resistance. Variable resistor. Thus in variable resistor, if the slider is moved in the direction that is A to B, the resistance will increase because the length of wire through which the current passes is increases. What are the uses of variable resistor? They are used for volume and gain control as well as variety of other application. Preset variable resistor are also used in circuits that need a small adjustment to be made to set the circuit up after manufacture. How to measure resistance? OHM meter is a device to measure resistance. We can use multimeter which is set as a resistance measuring point. What are the disadvantages of series circuit? Series circuit composed of components connected in series. Some problems can happen in series circuit related to current which is same at all points and the voltage is divided between the bulbs. The more bulb added, the dimmer each one is. If some defect in one component of series circuit, then it leads to failure of whole circuit. To overcome disadvantages of series circuit, the parallel circuit where voltage in each branch is the same as the supply voltage, therefore bulb in parallel will each be as bright as single bulb. When one bulb fails, the rest of the circuit continues to work. The more component, the lower the resistance and the total current drawn increases. Direct current is the unidirectional flow of electric charge. Direct current is produced by sources such as batteries, thermocouples, solar cell and commutators. Direct current may flow in a conductor such as wire but can also flow through semiconductor, insulator or even through a vacuum as in electron. Direct current may be obtained from an alternating current supply by use of current switching arrangement called as a rectifier. In an alternating current, that is AC, the flow of electric charge periodically reverses direction, whereas in direct current the flow of electric charge is only in one direction. AC is the form in which electric power is delivered to businesses and the residences, and the usual waveform of an AC power circuit is a sine wave. Some applications of AC and DC current are listed as follows. Almost all electronic projects and parts for sale on SparkFun run on DC. Home and office outlets are almost always AC. This is because generating and transporting AC across long distance is easy. AC is also capable of powering electric motors. Motors and generators are the exact same device, but motor convert electrical energy into mechanical energy. Now, let us look at the distribution network. An electric power distribution system is the final stage in the delivery of electric power. It carries electricity from the transmission system to individual consumers. AC became the dominant form of transmission of power. Power transformers installed at power station and could be used to raise the voltage from the generators and transformers at local substation and could reduce voltage to supply loads. Power is usually generated at a distance from where it is used. It is supplied at three-phase power at very high voltages. Conductors for distribution may be carried on overhead pole lines or in densely populated area. Urban and suburban distribution is done with three-phase system to serve residential, commercial, industrial loads. Distribution in rural areas may be only single phase if it is not economically to install three-phase power for relatively few and small customers. In many areas, Delta three-phase service in common. Delta service has no distributed neutral wire and is therefore less expensive. A ground connection to local earth is normally provided for the customer's system as well as the equipment owned by the utility. The purpose of connecting the customer system to ground is to limit the voltage that may develop if high voltage conductors fall down onto lower voltage conductor which were usually mounted lower to the ground. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.